In a quiet village surrounded by soft hills and morning mist, there lived a young man named Hiro. Hiro was kind. He helped his neighbors, smiled at children, and always listened when someone spoke. He was smart, too. People said he had great potential, he just hadn't found himself yet. But no matter how hard he worked, something always felt missing. He was liked, yes, but not truly respected. And Hiro felt it. He felt it in the way people looked past him during important conversations, in how no one asked for his thoughts when serious matters were discussed. It was a quiet kind of pain, a feeling of being invisible. Not because he didn't exist, but because he hadn't yet shown who he truly was. At night, Hiro would lie awake, staring at the ceiling in silence, a question repeating in his heart. Why? Why do people admire some but overlook others? One morning, Hiro heard a story about an old Zen master who lived in the nearby mountains. People said the master never chased success, yet wherever he went, others listened. Not because he demanded it, but because his presence spoke louder than words. Something stirred within Hiro. Maybe this was the answer he'd been searching for. So, one early morning, while the village still slept and the sky turned pink, Hiro packed a small bag and began walking toward the mountain. The path was long, but Hiro didn't turn back. When he arrived, the Zen master was already there, sitting quietly beneath a tree as if he'd been waiting all along. They sat in silence for a while, just the sound of wind and Hiro's breath slowly calming. Finally, Hiro spoke. "Master, I don't understand. I work hard, I try to be good, but people still don't respect me. I don't want fame or power. I just want to be seen, truly seen." The master looked at him gently and said, "Respect is not something others give you. It's something that grows when you begin to live differently." Hiro leaned in. The master continued, "There are 6 habits that silently steal respect away from you. Let them go, and you will change not only how others see you, but how you see yourself." The master then shared 1. Procrastination. You delay what matters, you say tomorrow, but tomorrow is not promised. Every time you put off action, you weaken your own trust in yourself. Act now, even if the step is small, even if you're scared. 2. Self-doubt. You carry light and strength, but you cover it with fear. Doubting your worth won't protect you, it only keeps you small. Trust yourself, even when no one claps. 3. Negative self-talk. The words you speak to yourself shape your world. If you're always harsh, you become your own enemy. Speak with kindness, be your own friend, for fear of failure. You stop before you begin, afraid of falling. But falling is not the end, it's how you learn to walk again stronger. Let failure teach you. 5. Needing validation. You search for applause, for permission to feel worthy. But true respect starts when you stop performing for others. Stand quietly in your truth, the world will feel it. 6. The need to control. You want life to follow your plan, but life is a river, not a road. Let go, trust the flow. There is peace in surrender. As the wind grew still, Hiro said nothing. But his heart felt full, not with excitement, but with something quieter, like the moment before sunrise. Still, sacred. He closed his eyes and for the first time didn't ask what to do next. He knew. The path wasn't about doing something big. It was about choosing every day to live without those 6 habits, to act, to believe, to speak gently, to fail bravely, to stop performing, and to let go. Weeks passed, then months. Hiro did not return to the village with grand stories or loud success, but people noticed something different. He walked with quiet confidence. He didn't speak more, but when he did, people listened. He didn't rush, but he finished what he started. He wasn't trying to impress anymore. He was simply present. And slowly, the respect he once chased began to come on its own. One day a child asked him, "Hiro, why does everyone admire you now?" Hiro smiled softly and said, "I stopped trying to be admired. I just started living like someone I could respect." And that made all the difference.